Welcome to another edition of The Naked Truth. I'm Ramon Roan.
My name is John Singletary.
And today we're going to be talking about black people having their own beauty supply businesses. Mm-hmm. John, I dated a young woman, a black fine woman. My goodness, she was fine.
All right, brother.
All right, flashbacks. And she was in the hair business, but every time she went to go get beauty supplies, mm-hmm. she was going to either like Sally's, or she was going to one of the Koreans or whatever places to get her supplies. Mm-hmm. So if all of the, and you know, when we look inside some of these beauty schools, mm-hmm. you'll see nothing but our people in those beauty schools teaching or learning how and yet to do hair. There's millions of dollars being spent annually on hair. I mean, you know, you look at the weaves that we put in the hair, which, you know, I'm for more so for the natural. No, I said natural. I'm more for that, but we're spending all this money outside of our community, and where we need to bring it into. I'm not opposed to the weaves or the other stuff that the beauty supplies that they use. What I'm opposed to is not keeping it inside our community. And there was I think it was Chris Rock that did a documentary about good hair. I think it was called Good Hair. I don't know if you remember that. Mm-hmm. About good hair and how that they are not allowing that many blacks to actually sell, to have to get a supply of the weaves. They have to go to the Koreans.
When we consider the black hair care product market, it's a multi-billion-dollar business. Mm-hmm. Out of Charlotte, Mr. Dudley, mm-hmm. Dudley Hair Products, is black owned. Mm-hmm. Sat down many times with him at McDonald's cafeteria. Mm-hmm. And he had not only people working for him, he had retirement plans and stock options, 401k, those kinds of things that allowed them to make a living, set up a retirement, and work for a black hair care product company. Mm-hmm. Many of our people have the opportunity to order through him, mm-hmm. But it would require that you do some prior planning so you can have your products there on time. Right. Because, you know, right now the go-to place is Sally. You go to Sally, you get the hair products. We know that we're not selling, we don't own those businesses. Mm-hmm. So the more we can circulate in our own community, the better. Mm-hmm. If you, a lot of people like natural, hey, a lot of people like hair weave, it's your personal preference. Mm-hmm. But if you can circulate the dollars within your community, then I think that that's what you should do. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is because it strengthens your community. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, when you come to the table, now you come from a position of strength. Other races would rather pay a higher price for the product than to give you their money, mm-hmm. but yet they want you to purchase their product. Sure. They would much rather pay more money to get the product, even if you could sell it to them cheaper. Mm-hmm. And so what we have to do is we have to understand the power in economics so that our community can benefit as a whole. Then, rather than once a month, that sister may come to you twice a month or once a week to get her hair done. Right. So that, because she's got the money, because the money's being recirculated back in the community. Right. Otherwise, we have to wait to the mercy of them receiving a check from outside to come to you. So if nothing else, help yourself by giving your customers the opportunity to come to you more.
About the circulation dollar, we know that the dollar in the black community stays in our community about 6 hours. And for other communities, white community, 17 days. I think the Chinese community, it stays in a month, and for the Jewish community, it stays in 17 days, something like that. But if we could have an effort of these women that are in the beauty care, men or women or black people that are in that business, or are you using it to become a supplier? And there's an article that's entitled "Steps African Americans can take to dominate the beauty supply business." It was a good article, and I encourage you to read it. If you're there, you shouldn't worry about one of the things the article said. Don't worry about the money for the startup, because a lot of times they think about, well, I don't have the money. First, let's get the plan. John, you're a big guy on doing business plans. You don't think about how much money you've got when you write the plan, but that's why you write the plan. Right plan. I learned a long time ago that if you don't write a business plan, you're planning to fail. That was the thing. You don't write one, you're planning to fail. So, but there are sources of income, sources of money out there for businesses like that. And write your plan and check out that article. I'll put the article link in the comment section. And we want to encourage. We want to encourage John.
Absolutely.
Businesses
And when we take a look at black-owned businesses in black communities, small businesses employ most of the people in America. It's not the major corporation like people may think. And when we consider that getting capital is extremely difficult within the black community, particularly when it comes to owning businesses, and we see what some of the people who now own successful businesses had to do in order to get, and what they had to go through in order to get the capital, it just boggles my mind why we do not get together and circulate the money such that we will be able to then save enough to operate these businesses. It's an education thing, and so not crying over spilled milk, but we need to start today. We need to start today by teaching our people how to recirculate money within our black community, so that we then are in the position that we could that we can come to the table as a mutual player,
Right.
versus coming to the table always wanting some type of handout.
Well, we do appreciate you watching this channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We do appreciate this. This is our organization is called Concerned Citizens Alliance, and one of the things that we want to focus on is not just only education, but economic empowerment. And having your own business is that form of empowerment, to where you're not going to be begging somebody else for money. Again, thank you for watching this channel. This has been another edition of The Naked Truth.